Hello and welcome to BOI Weekly. I'm Kayode Alayode. In 2012, a company known as Fans Connect Online Limited created a mobile application called Afrinolly. It enables African entertainment enthusiasts to download African movies, short films and music videos, particularly those produced in Nollywood. Within months, the platform's users had downloaded millions of materials on the Afrinolly mobile platform, and the number continues to grow. It was such a successful innovation. Afrinolly has now snowballed into a mobile application, digital marketing and social media firm, acting as a point of convergence and a creative hub for established and emerging filmmakers, mobile technology developers and animators. This resonated with the Bank of Industry's drive to facilitate competitiveness in Nollywood. So the bank appointed Afrinolly as one of the accredited studios under its Nolly Fund scheme, supporting it with funds to purchase production equipment that will ensure that movies churned out from the hub compete favorably in the international market. Recently, we visited their space to see how they put the money to work. Come with us.
Nigeria records post-harvest losses and wastages annually in the agricultural sector due to limited processing and preservation capacity. This results in high food prices and food importation, with its attendant effects on the nation's foreign reserves. To enable Nigerians optimize the benefits from the country's vast agricultural products such as cassava, oil palm, rice, tomatoes and others, the Bank of Industry has launched a 5 billion naira cottage agro-processing fund, the CAP Fund. Customers can access the fund to establish plans to process our various agro-produce into food products or intermediate raw materials for industries at a single-digit interest rate of 9% per annum. For more information on the CAP Fund, please visit www.boinigeria.com/capfund. Bank of Industry, developing Nigeria's agro-processing industry through the CAP Fund.
I've never been in love before.
Kiss me. Will you be mine? Forever.
Yes! You want peace in the Gambia? Go now, go!
Gorgeous.
Mr. Chike Madrigbuna, thank you for coming on BI Weekly.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me.
All right, tell us about your company, your business, Afrinolly. But you can feel free to go history lane from the days of Fans Connect. Tell us about what you do.
We started this as a Fans Connect Online in 2010 and as a digital marketing company. And the aim then was to look at how to use technology to actually, we want to leverage technology and helping multinationals to engage the demography 15 to 35 years old. So we spent a lot of time creating solutions because we knew that we're entering straight to the digital frontier, and we are aware that mobile devices will be the leading platform. So we were developing our expertise on how to build apps and stuff like that. And that was in 2010, and we ran it all the way up to, I think it was in 2012 when we won the Google Android Developers Challenge. Winning that competition, in fact, that's when Google actually came to Africa. They were looking for Android developers. And for that competition, we decided to build an app called Afrinolly, for that competition. And for us, what we're actually looking at that point was, we believe in platforms. We had already built a football platform for Fans Connect Online where football fans were actually communicating and conversing. And we felt that the next platform will actually be movies, And we were looking at African movies, looking at Nollywood in particular, to say, okay, what if we build a platform that can connect people around the movies? And back then, the question we used to ask ourselves is that if I ask you what movie has come out lately in Nollywood, how will you know? If we ask what movie have come out in Hollywood, people can actually guess, but we don't have any such structure for Nollywood. So we decided to actually, build Afrinolly as a curator, as an aggregator of content coming from Nollywood. And that's what we built for the competition, And he won the competition. And I remember when the news came from Kenya that we won the competition. We were like, okay, this sounds nice. And the prize money was back then $25,000. So we had the option of deciding what do we do with it. But then one of the things we found out when we built Afrinolly was that, anybody will show it, they get excited about it because, people really love African movies. They love Nollywood. And people just liked it. And we felt that if they like it that much and they are kind of happy about it, maybe we should actually leave it as a product, So and that was actually what took us into the movie industry as a business. And that was the first interface we had with the movie industry. And since then, we moved, up to different steps to where we are now, that we are now running a studio. We have a creative hub. We're into distribution, and then we're also into production.
I mean, there are several other subjects that you could have chosen to develop an app on. Why did you choose Nollywood? We have food, we have clothes, there's so many things about Africa that you could have chosen to do that project on. Why did you choose Nollywood?
Well, for us, actually, it's about opportunities. For me, what I look out for is opportunities. And then, and we're looking at statistics also. In fact, it was kind of intriguing because that was not what we had in mind. But we just saw a statistics from Google back then showing what people are searching for online. And movies was somewhere up there as one of the things people are searching for. And that's what kind of led us to start asking the question, how do you even know which movies are coming out? How do you even get information within Nollywood? Unlike in Hollywood where you have a IMDb that can guide you and provide you information. We don't have such stuff. And that for us became opportunity. And then we began to look at it as, okay, what if we create something that can help people, solve that problem? Would they be willing to have it? And initially, we found out that people were excited about it. So it was quite easy to build a community around that, And by the time we, have a lot of people, that we quickly crossed a million download pretty quickly, And it was quite clear to us that it's something people are excited about. And at that point, it was easy to begin to look at what sort of monetization method will work better for such. So it's like every day we are creating, we are iterating, we are trying to create an economic model. Oftentimes the stuff that work abroad don't work here. So we have to look at our people and then look at how do we create some. It's a painful process, but it's the right way to do things. And it's slow, but it works well. And that has been our experience so far.
So what was the response to Afrinolly? I'd like to know how the people within the Nollywood industry responded to that product that was drawing attention to you. What was the response? Did you experience any challenges in getting them to give you approval, for instance, to have their works on your platform?
When we started, the first 2 years of our operation, we're actually working with contents on YouTube. So these were actually contents people have already made available on YouTube that we are helping people. It's more like we're sending eyeballs to those content, and that's how we started. So they're already aware that, look, we are helping them to get eyeballs. So for them, we're a very welcome development, So some of them were looking at us as helping them to minimize publicity and marketing cost, because we are helping them to make their contents known to people. And so it was that easy. And by the time they got used to it, and the thing about the creative community is that the creative community is a closely knit community. Word of mouth, by the time they engage you and then work with you, they make up their mind, what sort of people you are and how relevant you are to what they are doing. And they pass the word amongst themselves. So it was quite easy for them to actually see the benefits, and then we started working together. So by the time we started moving to the monetization part of the platform, at which point we are no longer using YouTube, we are now using our own servers. They were equally eager to be part of that, because they are looking at it as an alternative stream of income for them.
I'm interested. How did you make that transition from being a digital marketing company to become a major stakeholder in Nollywood?
I think it's like evolving. The way these things are is that they're all interrelated, okay? And for instance, by the time we did the short film competition twice, we are aware now that there are lots of people that can make content. We are more concerned about developing the right economic model that can make people be able to recover their investment and even attract more investors into the industry. But then we're also concerned about structure. So I remember one of the questions we asked ourselves was, if I ask you to go to Nollywood right now, where will you go to? That's a big problem, actually. We have a big industry that's run for over 20 years, but there's really no connecting point. And we felt that we needed to have that connecting point. That's what made us set up this place as Afrinolly space. So we're looking at fundamentals that can help make the industry go beyond one-man thing to an industry, because there's a stage you get to, it goes past one person. People need to see the industry, you understand? And part of what was bothering us was that. If you come in here, and I remember coming from technology background, it was like that in technology before, until CC Hub was set up. So with that CC Hub mentality, we felt that if we can set up a creative hub, Afrinolly space, that would be the beginning of actually becoming a landing point. So you can actually come in here, and from here we can direct you to where you want to go. Or you can come in here and have your meetings because it's a hub, you understand? Or you can come in here and then relate, interface with the industry. Or you can come in here and have people come and meet you here, rather than you running up and down Lagos. So that became one of our concerns. The second concern